Hi, I'm Diana Scothorn, founder of the Benefit Link, and today we're going to discuss a disadvantage of Advantage plans, and that is denial of coverage. What is denial of coverage? Basically, it is just an insurance company's refusal to pay a claim. They're saying that they're not responsible to pay that claim. What and how does that work? Well, basically, and if you have an Advantage plan, the insurance company will determine what they consider to be medically necessary. If it's not medically necessary in their scope of coverage as far as their outline, what they have claimed is within the guidelines of their outline, then they can deny it. We hear these denials on a weekly basis, and some of them just tremendous. Actually, we have somebody in our office that this just happened in October, and it is one of our team members' grandpa. And the grandpa and grandma, who are in their 70s, her grandfather is 77, he in October had a double saddle pulmonary embolism, and it caused major clots in his lungs. And so he was care-flighted from one hospital to another. He had a $90,000 bill. His Advantage plan left him with $54,000 to pay. It's a lot of money when you're on retirement and you're 77 years old and you're on a fixed income. Hey, it's a lot of money for anybody. But worse than that, they transferred him to a hospital that was in network because he was out of network where he was anyway, but they transferred him to an in-network hospital, and he still had lots of bills that he is paying off. This has been a tremendous burden to her grandfather's family. And it's a burden to anybody. You know, I actually had a client that just recently that she was had always been on an Advantage plan and decided to get on a Medicare Supplement. And she'd always been on a Medicare Supplement and decided to get on an Advantage plan. And then she got diagnosed with cancer. And as soon as she got the diagnosis and they told her she had to have chemo and radiation, she immediately found out that she was going to have to pay 20% of the cost. And so she called the Benefit Link and she just said, I need to get back on my Medicare Supplement. Unfortunately, what people sometimes forget, or it's just not brought to their attention, is if you are in good health and you go to an Advantage plan and something should happen to your health, that you may not be able to get back your Medicare Supplement again until the time frame that the insurance company has that they consider the proper amount of time to get back in. Meaning, if you have cancer, you may have, depending on the company, anywhere from a 2-year to a 10-year waiting period of being in full remission. So she obviously, because she was just diagnosed, not able to get back on her supplement, and she was pretty discouraged, but I told her that I would put her on the calendar and that when she had her 2-year remission that we would check on her and see how things were going. Now keep in mind, the companies all have different guidelines. The guidelines, if there's only one company with the 2-year guideline or two or whatever, that's all you have to choose from. But at any rate, we finally got to a point where she passed her remission period. She was out $500,000 is what she said she was out of that her Advantage plan would not pay. Now, these are not things that I've just read about. These are people that we're talking to on the phone. And it is something that just sticks with them. A lot of people say, oh, well, who cares? I just won't pay it. But you know what? People still worry about it. It's still a burden. They still have bill collectors. They still have trouble with, financing and budgeting in the expenses to try to pay off whatever, even if they're just paying a little bit at a time. So I would just be very cautious. If you have an Advantage plan, please take a look and consider what would happen if something should take place that would change the health status and you would have to be out of a lot of money. Nobody wants that. We really encourage people to be aware that when you need your insurance the most is when you need to have what you need. It's too late to go back and get it if you don't already have it. If you have any questions, click the link at the bottom of the screen, or you can call the phone number. We'd be happy to serve you in any way we can, any questions, any way we can assist you. That's what we're here for. God bless you. Have a great day.